Many people believe that strength comes from remembering everything. Every insult, every mistake, every painful memory. They think holding on makes them wiser. But sometimes, the things we refuse to release are the very things that keep us from moving forward. This is the story of a man who spent his entire life carrying yesterday, and what happened when the weight finally became too much. In a small village surrounded by hills, there lived a man named Daniel. Daniel was known as a thoughtful person. He worked as a carpenter, building tables, chairs, and wooden doors. People respected him. But there was something strange about Daniel. He had a habit no one understood. Every time something important happened in his life, Daniel would write it down on a small piece of paper. Then he would fold the paper carefully and place it inside a wooden box. At first, it seemed harmless. Everyone keeps memories. But Daniel didn't just store good memories. He stored everything. Every disappointment, every argument, every moment someone hurt him, every regret. Over the years, the wooden box became heavier. Whenever Daniel moved to a new house, he carried the box with him. Whenever he traveled, the box traveled with him. It became the one thing he refused to leave behind. Inside the box were hundreds of folded papers. Some described happy days. The day he built his first house. The day his father told him he was proud. But many papers were different. They carried anger, someone who insulted him, someone who betrayed him, someone who disappointed him. Daniel believed these memories were important. He thought remembering them would protect him from future pain. Life moved on. The village grew. New people arrived. Old friends moved away. But Daniel remained the same. Whenever something happened, he wrote another note, folded it, placed it in the box. The box grew heavier. But Daniel never questioned it. He believed memories were treasures, and treasures must never be thrown away. One winter, a powerful storm hit the village. The roads were covered with snow. Trees fell. Roofs collapsed. Daniel spent days repairing homes, but the work exhausted him. One evening after a long day of work, Daniel sat beside the fire. Next to him was the old wooden box. He opened it. Inside were years of memories. He began reading them one by one. The joyful moments made him smile, but the painful memories made his heart feel heavy. Suddenly, he realized something. Most of the papers in the box were not happy memories. They were painful ones. Arguments, failures, regrets, moments he wished had never happened. And yet, he had carried them for years. A few days later, a traveler arrived in the village. He was an older man with calm eyes and a peaceful voice. Daniel met him near the market. They began talking. After some time, Daniel mentioned the wooden box. The traveler listened quietly. Then he asked a simple question. "Why do you keep all those memories?" Daniel answered immediately. "So I never forget what happened." The traveler nodded slowly. Then he asked another question. "Do those memories help you live better today?" Daniel paused. He had never thought about that. The traveler smiled. "Bring the box tomorrow," he said. "I want to show you something." The next day, Daniel carried the box to the hill outside the village. The traveler was waiting. They sat together under a large tree. The traveler asked Daniel to open the box. "Take out one memory," he said. Daniel unfolded a paper. It described an argument from many years ago. The traveler asked gently, "Does this moment still exist?" Daniel shook his head. "No." "Then why carry it?" Daniel had no answer. The traveler picked up the paper. He held it for a moment. Then he dropped it into a small fire. The paper burned slowly. Daniel watched in silence. At first, he felt uncomfortable. Those memories had been with him for years. But then something surprising happened. Nothing bad occurred. The world did not collapse. Daniel simply felt lighter. They continued. Another memory, another paper. Some were painful. Some were embarrassing. Some were regrets. Each one was burned. Each time, the box became lighter. And each time, Daniel's chest felt less heavy. After hours of sitting beside the fire, only a few papers remained. Daniel looked inside the box. For the first time in many years, it was almost empty. The traveler stood up. "Memories are teachers," he said, "but they are not meant to become chains." Daniel looked at the empty box. For years, he believed those memories were protecting him. But now he realized something else. They had been holding him back. Subscribe for more stories that inspire the mind and change the way we see life, and I'll see you in the next story. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is let go. Because life is not happening yesterday. Life is happening now. You cannot change what happened in the past, but you can decide what you carry into tomorrow. So, ask yourself today, are you living in the present, or are you still carrying yesterday? If this story touched your heart, write "let go" in the comments. And remember, sometimes the most powerful step forward is learning what to leave behind. When Daniel returned to the village, he felt different. Not because the past had disappeared, but because he had stopped carrying it. He still remembered the lessons, but he no longer carried the weight, and for the first time in many years, Daniel felt free. Many of us live like Daniel. We carry things that happened long ago. Old mistakes, old pain, old regrets. We think remembering everything will make us stronger. But sometimes, the opposite is true. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is let go. Because life is not happening yesterday. Life is happening now. You cannot change what happened in the past, but you can decide what you carry into tomorrow. So, ask yourself today, are you living in the present, or are you still carrying yesterday? If this story touched your heart, write "let go" in the comments. And remember, sometimes the most powerful step forward is learning what to leave behind. Subscribe for more stories that inspire the mind and change the way we see life, and I'll see you in the next story.